afternoon and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Joel and today we're going to be having a walk around of this 2014 Honda Jazz VTI GF. It is a model year 15, so built in 2014 based on a 15 years model. So there may be some things that might be slightly different to a 14 model if you're comparing that, so just keep that in mind. This vehicle is a CVT 1.5 litre injection or direct injection car. It has approximately 96,000 kilometres on it. Apart from that, it's got a 5.8 per 100 fuel consumption, which is very, very good. So it's very efficient in that particular way as well. So there's not a huge amount of features in this because it is a little bit of an older car. However, I'm going to try to run through everything on this particular car for you. If you do have any questions, please feel free to contact our friendly team on 9907 0555 or inquire on this vehicle and we'll be happy to contact you in relation to anything you may have. It is in a gorgeous black colour, so something to keep in mind is that this car is going to be very, very clean, especially when you're going to be keeping it indoors. If you do, it'll basically just looks very, very nice. As you can see, got it inside the showroom at the moment, giving it a quick clean for you too, just so you can actually get a little bit of an understanding of how good this car looks, especially for the age of the car. It's in a very, very good condition. So just having a quick look, we can see we do have wing mirrors that also colour match with our door handles. This also matches the body itself and just adds to that kind of sleek design. Indicators are located within the wing mirrors themselves as well, which is very, very nifty. Now we do have hubcaps surrounded on this. Now some of them are probably just going to have some minor marks, so I'm just going to generalize them all, saying that they are probably going to have minor marks. I will stop and pause at each interval for one for you. However, just keep in mind I'm probably not going to speak about every single hubcap for you. It does look like this wheel itself is, can't see exactly what size the tyre is. I'll figure out exactly what size it is for you. Well, there it is, I think. My apologies, let me just get a little bit closer for you. It is a 15-inch rim. Sorry, 15-inch, tyre. So it's just going to be your standard steel tyres on this particular car. Now, the one thing that I can say about the Honda Jazz ranges is if you're going to be getting into either like your first car or if you're getting something that you're wanting a little bit more visibility in, Honda Jazzes are definitely the market to go for. You have a lot more windows surrounding yourself, as you can kind of see with panning on this particular car. The visibility in them is just significant in comparison to others. I can say that this is safely one of the best, if not the best cars to get it for a learner driver, just because you actually are able to understand and see everywhere on this vehicle itself. The mirrors just add a lot to the car itself too. In the door trim itself, it's in very good condition there. We have a very good amount of storage in there too, so if you have any drink bottles, it works out very, very nicely. Just having a quick pan into the interior now. Now the footwell is in pretty good condition for this particular car as well. Also, you've got your fabric seats going through as well, which are in a very, very good condition too. Coming through, we'll jump into the back seat now, have a quick look in here, which very good amount of storage in here too. Likewise for a drink bottle, works out very, very well. And we do have some little storage compartments on both the passenger and also the driver's side seat, so that works out very, very well too. Alrighty. Continuing through now, just have a quick squiz there for you. Back left-hand side here is in good condition as well. Fuel caps on the left-hand side over here too. Very nifty, especially if you have any fuel issues on the freeway. It's a little bit safer, so if you do have any issues. Now, having a quick squiz here, you can see we do have a reverse camera built into this car, but the outlook of the vehicle is in a very good condition. A little bit of a handle directly under the Honda badge, which works out very well. And it's a rather spacious boot for this particular car too, so that works out very, very handy. Like, you do have some cars that are very similar in size. The boot size is just very, very tiny and you can't do anything with it. However, Honda Jazz, you can't say the same about. Continuing through now, we do have our stylish look rear lights on this car too, which work out very nicely. Right hand rim, good condition over here overall. Minor little scuff marks on the car, but nothing really too major to report. Now, carpet is in very good condition. There's no holes, rips or tears that are noticeable at all in this particular car either, so it works out pretty well. Door trim, very good condition yet again. Similar storage to the other side, so I won't go into too many details on it. Now, we do have two keys with this particular car, which I just need to grab them off my desk, and then we can have a look through the vehicle as well. So 2 keys is pretty rare for a car, especially when it's a little bit older. It's not very common that you kind of get 2 keys on some of the older cars. it is in very good condition as well. Just having a little bit of a look inside the driver's side over here. Very good amount of storage space in this door trim for you too. Now we have all of our windows controls and our mirror controls located just here, which is very nifty. So you can control everything there, locks and everything like that as well. Cup holder built into the side here. They're very nifty on this. You don't really see them on many other cars apart from the Navaras really. They're just kind of inside of the actual vehicle itself. Now I'm going to get in and I'm going to show you what I mean by the amount of vision that you kind of have when sitting in this car. So this is approximately what my eye level is for the car. Let me just recenter the camera just so that way you can get a good understanding. And then if you kind of peer around, the windows in the vehicle make it so much easier to see. Like, it just feels like you really have no blind spots at all. So it works really, really well. And if I adjust this in relation to the back itself, you can see exactly what I mean. Like, for something that's going to be either like a first car or something that's going to be a learner, there's so much visibility in this particular car. It works out really well. Let me just grab out my trusty keys and put this in here so we can actually have a look at all of the interior. So I'll start this one up for you so we can have a quick squeeze. So we've got our fuel gauge and everything like that located on the right hand side, just beeping at me, as a lot of cars do when you turn them on when you don't have your seatbelt on, or if you've got the keys in the car and then for the ignition. There's lots of reasons why they kind of do it. Alright, so having a quick look. Now on here we do have, sorry, just making sure there's no volume coming through. We do have our source control settings, along as well as our, so that jumps between our phone and also our music by the looks of that, so like AM, FM, etc. Now this one here is the one that I was looking for. So you can actually kind of set it up so you can do whatever you'd like to do. That's pretty nifty. So you can actually adjust your steering wheel controls with whatever you'd like to do. We do have cruise control settings on the right hand side over here as well. The button that I was actually looking for was up here. There you go. So that changes your trip meter, your kilometers and everything like that. So that's the actual button that I was kind of looking for. And that gives you an example as your average fuel. Now this isn't a full tank either, so that's pretty nifty. Now we do have our select and reset. Here we go. So here's the information controls on this car. So basically we can go through lots of stuff. Set up your average for different trip meters, how long you've been driving for trip meters as well, so that works out well. Your distance till empty, and you've got those in there as well. So you have lots of versatility with this car. Now phone control settings are located just under the left hand side here, which is pretty handy. Out of the way, but also enough in the way to kind of be able to access them very easily. Very difficult to explain that, but it works pretty well. Now on the right hand side here we have our lights, and on the left we have our wipers. So it's a pretty nifty kind of setup. We have econ settings and also traction control on the right hand side over here as well. Other than that, we do have our climate control settings, which is very intuitive and very easy to use, so it's pretty standard with it all. You're able to chop and change it with whatever you'd like. Air control settings, whether it's interior, exterior. We have a USB, a HDMI, two USBs and a HDMI just there, which is pretty nifty, and a 12 volt power adapter in there as well. Good amount of storage in here with another 2 additional cup holders in the very center compartment, which is very handy to have. In our center console here we have some more storage available for us, and also more storage available for us, so there's plenty of storage in this car. That works well. Just going to do a quick pan around this vehicle so you can kind of see exactly what's remaining in the vehicle itself that I may or may not have mentioned. But that pretty much wraps it up. So if you do have any questions in relation to this vehicle, please feel free to ask our friendly staff. We are more than happy to help you, or even inquire on this vehicle, and we'll be happy to get back to you whether we can. Our contact number is 9907 0555. Other than that, the other one thing that I would recommend going for in this particular vehicle is, it does have a little bit of kilometers up there, but I mean, being the age of the car, it's actually pretty low. But I'd opt in for one of our mechanical protection plans with the extended warranty options available. Please just ask our staff on how we can tailor something to your needs. Thank you for watching. My name's Joel, and have a lovely day.